Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a special Mother's Day mother-daughter makeup application again. I created a signature limited edition palette for my mother called Sweet Carol. So I'm going to be showcasing that palette in this video. It's just in the plums. It's very pretty, it's matte, and it's very different than what I did with her last time. I also filmed a second video that is going to be going live shortly, but I have my mother applying false lashes to herself. I coach her through it. This is the first time she's really applied a strip lash to herself, and I guess the last 30 years. So she was really excited to try it and see how, she's been watching my videos and she wanted to really be able to add and enhance her look. So we did that. And I hope you really enjoy this. I have a lot of fun when I bring my family on, which is something I never thought I would really do. I'm so happy that they're willing to do this with me. And ladies, let's get this beauty started. All right, ladies, so we're starting off with my mom again with no makeup on, and I listened to your comments in the last video I did with my mom. We did very natural makeup, and then today I have actually created a custom palette for you. It's called Sweet Carol, and it's funny because I didn't explain in Aunt Nancy's video that her palette was called Naughty Nancy. So it's really the personalities of my mom and my aunt. So my aunt's always been known as a little bit naughty, and my mom's been known more as Sweet Carol. So I thought it was perfect. Hers is a matte palette. It's in the plum family. I don't have any palettes like this. These are limited editions, and I thought you ladies would really like it. So we're gonna do a really pretty look for my mom today, but it's gonna be more makeup because you wanted to see more makeup on her. So we're gonna do that. It's still gonna be light, still gonna be fresh, but we're gonna do something a little bit different. So I'm gonna start off with the Ever Daylight Radiance Moisturizer. This is SPF 32. There's no color to it, so we're gonna do that first for your skin. So it's gonna be hydrated, but you're gonna have the SPF underneath. My mom just did her heritage, what is it, the DNA thing or?
Heritage.
My Heritage. So she found out that she has a lot of Scandinavian in her, and which explains a lot why her skin is so fair, and she's very sensitive to the sun. You've had multiple skin cancers on your face, on your legs. So that kind of made it, you kind of were like, okay, I know now why I have such light skin, right?
That's the truth, yes. I had no idea. So this adds no color, just SPF?
No color, only SPF 32, chemical free, so it's titanium dioxide, and it's really gonna be nice on your skin. So that's gonna just start it differently. I wanted the ladies to see something different. We used the eye and lip primer before, so it didn't have SPF, so I think it's important that you do have the SPF. Going in with our eye and lip primer, we're gonna prime the eye first, so our shadows will stay true, they'll stay longer. It's going to really show the actual shadow color and not mix in with any of the reds or the darkness or the pigmentation on your eyelid.
Great.
Now you can do this with your finger at home, or you can use a brush. I'm just gonna use a brush, it's easier. Close. So you're gonna see that this is primed, this is not primed. So she has a lot of pinks, a lot of blues in her skin and on her eyelid. So I want it to be really nice and neutralized. So her shadow is going to just grip right onto this primer, and it's going to really look nice all day. This is a light medium primer. It's the lightest I can go. I don't want to go too light on her, and I don't want to go too dark. So this is the Sweet Carol palette, a limited edition. It's going to be just really pretty. This is matte, but they're like more of the mauve plum side. You love this. We just did this last time, right?
Yes.
Or we did for Easter, I should say. I'm going to be taking my travel kit brushes that are very easy to travel with. It fits the eye palette really nicely in the side of it in this little zipper. So you don't have to, you know, feel like you have a bunch of stuff when you're traveling. They're little brushes that are short, which is really nice. And it makes it an easy application. So I'm going to just take the middle color here. I'm going to go all over the eye. Now I'm going to go into the darker color at the very end here so I can just tap it in and give a little bit of definition. I'm just putting this on like this. I'm going to go back in and really smooth it out, but I just want the concentration to be at the very corner of her eye. Again, ladies, I don't do tons of makeup. This is not to see how much makeup I can put on a client or my mom or my aunt. I really want it to look fresh and to look natural and just to enhance, you know, give them a little bit more makeup, give some nice enhancement, but this isn't to look like, you know, you're wearing tons of makeup that's going to age your eyes, age you. I just want it to look really nice and soft. Then I'm going to take the last step is going to be this light color, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a highlight on top of the brow bone here. Same brush, I'm using the same brush that I used, I just wiped it off. Now I'm going in with the dark chocolate waterproof eyeliner. Just don't close your eyes, just look down. And I'm just going to line right on her lash line. I choose to do dark chocolate instead of black or any other color. I actually have a mauve color, but I thought it was just gonna be just too much in the pink. So I wanna have some nice darkness around her eyes. She has blue eyes, she has lighter skin. Dark chocolate's a really nice option for just that defining, but not being too harsh. Let me see. Now, another tip, ladies, that I really like to do is sometimes you have a little bit of the actual eyelid that shows underneath the lashes. So you have the liner and then you have like this white, you can kind of see underneath your lid. You can just go in and cover that with the eyeliner. So it makes your lashes look thicker and you don't see that lifted underneath part of your eyelid. You know what I'm talking about? When you see, like, sometimes look down, your eyelid right here you have the liner on, but then you see that flesh color.
The skin?
Yes, the skin.
Yes.
So you can just cover that. See how it feels? It's like the wet line. I'm just going to, and this is my mom's eyeliner pencil, so she can do where she can, you know, this is totally sanitary. All right, look up. Just gonna do a little bit on the bottom just to give her some definition, nothing major. Just gonna wipe up underneath with a little almay pad in case there's anything that came off from the shadow. And then I'm gonna be using a Buffed Cool foundation concealer wheel. So you have all kinds of different options depending on what your skin's doing. Our skin's never the same every morning. At least mine's not. Is yours? Do you have more redness some days, some puffiness, darkness?
Oh yeah, definitely. Different colors.
So it's nice that you have an option to have, you can combine for a custom color for that day. So this is, I use the warm front on Aunt Nancy, and then I'm gonna use the cooler one because you have a little bit more coolness, but I can mix it so it's just perfect for underneath your eyes depending on, you know, what's going on. Add a little bit of more darkness, lightness. So I like to come down on the skin. So it's more of hitting this, I want to lighten this area. It's almost like an upside down triangle. Get right up into that area here that the nose kind of gives you a little bit of shadowing, and go right underneath the eye. Okay. You can conceal anything that you want to. Mom has a little, I don't know what that is. It's a scab? What happened? Did you say you scratched yourself?
I don't know what it is. I think it's a scratch.
Well, also too, ladies, remember that when you have something raised off the skin, you can help with color, but you can't help with texture. So I'm gonna be able to cover it, but it's still gonna be, just because it's like a little scab there, we'll cover it the best we can. So do you have any stories you wanna give us from the 60s? I know people were asking about, what else did you do with your beauty that you don't do now, or that you find challenging now when you're doing your makeup?
Well, I was going to ask you, what is the area up in this area that gets dark? Did you notice that? Is that just with older?
Well, I was just saying, like, where you have this area here, your nose does cast a shadow, and then as we lose volume in this area too, you're gonna see your skin gets thinner, you're gonna see more of the veins underneath, where you're gonna start seeing that darkness. Right in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you can use the brightener that we do like a little bit of the concealer. You don't have that much though, but you're so light that you probably see it more, right?
Yeah, well, I think the skin is thinning out, so like you said, you can see more underneath it.
All right, I'm going in with Ever's Light Neutral. This is their new foundation. This is a daily foundation that they have. It's really nice, made in Japan, and this is more of a semi-matte. It's a little bit, I just love how this goes on, and it doesn't go flat, but it's not also very dewy either. But I wanna warm up your skin. I don't wanna go too light. I wanna add some, because you're a little bit more challenging having lots of blues and having, you think that's funny? Well, it is true though, because don't you find that when you're trying to pick out colors and everything for your skin?
Well, actually, it's the hair. It changed everything for me. I think it made the skin appear much lighter.
Your hair being white.
Right. It's like, it used to be easier to pick out colors. Now I think it's harder.
Again, you can take down the foundation onto the neck area so it's nice and blended. You don't have any demarcation. I'm going to be taking the Dr. Perry Cone. This is the No Makeup mascara. I'm going to put on a couple layers for you today. I need to really kind of pop the eyes. Look down. So go to the base, pull up, wiggle. Do you wiggle your mascara putting it on?
Yes, when I'm serious, I do.
When you're serious?
When I'm seriously want it to look good.
Okay. So you have very, a little bit, you do have lashes though, they're just more fine. So I think it takes you a little bit more to, getting to that base and working it up.
So you don't suggest curling them?
No, I mean, you can, Mom. But your lashes, they haven't really curled like we talked about before. So it's like, why put all the stress on them? You did really well with the lash lift, the treatment that I did for you. That kept them up.
Yeah, but you had to leave it on longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they don't bend.
So right now I've added some warmth with the foundation to her face, but we have no lips, and we're going to be doing a little bit more blush and some lashes. But when you have someone like my mom that's very fair, it could look a little bit, it could look a little bit unbalanced right now, but we're adding in that color, and that's what is so important. You'll see, remember, everybody could agree with you saying you felt beige.
Right.
So adding color in, cheek color, lip color, I'm going in with organza. I'm going to make a really pretty lip for my mom that's still gonna be natural, but it's gonna add color into her, not being too over the top. I'm gonna fill in a little bit with the lip right now with this organza. It's waterproof. It's gonna give a nice base to her lips. Then I'm using Franny. This is a really pretty high gloss, long-lasting lipstick. I love that it has that beautiful sheen to it. This is also my mom's lipstick that I've added to her collection. Push them together. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of the Petal, the lip gloss. I just want it to be just a tad fresh on the bottom and just here at the top. Push them together. I'm gonna go in with Cheek Trick, which is something different. I used Palm Beach on you last time, but I want something a little bit smile, just a little bit, giving you that flushed look, but really, really soft. Wow. So I'm going in with the Grande Brow Fill in Light. Last time I did do a little pencil in my mom's brows, but today I just want to do the hairs. I want to give her a little bit more structure with something that is not a pencil. Maybe she's in a rush. The pencil does not cover gray brows. So I can actually just use this on the skin. So it's almost like I did use a pencil, but it's almost like having a pencil and a little gel in one. And I'm gonna come down just a little bit here on this lateral part. So I like using this because it does cover grays and it looks really pretty. So I just finished doing the brow fill on my mom's brows, and this is a really nice look for Mother's Day, a Mother's Day brunch every day. But then we're gonna bump it up with lashes, which is gonna take it to another level. And we also can, if you wanted to, and you wanted a little bit more makeup, a little bit more contrast, you can take the darkest eyeshadow at the very end here and just add a little bit more on the corners, okay? So since we are gonna be doing that video, it's gonna be a separate video from this. So it will be coming up. It'll be linked below once it's up. So you'll be able to see my mom, I'm teaching my mom how to do lashes, which is always really interesting because I've been doing them for you ladies and you wanna see somebody that hasn't applied them and how they do it. So we're gonna do it with individuals. Are you excited?
Yes, I am, since I tried it on my own.
When did you do that though? Recently, right?
A couple weeks ago after the first tutorial that you did on me.
Oh yeah? Oh, you went out and bought them.
I went out and bought them, thought, oh, I'll do this real quick.
Looked out. And how'd it turn out?
Bad. Really bad. I put about 2 on and I thought, oh no, I gotta go. So yeah, you'll show me the right way.
Just adding a little bit more, taking my brush, wiping it off, and then just moving this color just a little bit more. So there's more darkness and it's gonna look great with the lashes because the lashes are gonna really pull the whole look together, really open up my mom's eyes. It's gonna be really pretty. All right, ladies, so if you wanna add a little bit more drama to your look, you're gonna be adding lashes. Maybe you're just going to go out for dinner and you want something that's just a little bit more makeup. This is such a great move that I love teaching my clients and doing on my brides, that you can take this is dark chocolate. I'm gonna just take this eyeliner and I'm gonna go into the wet line, which is basically the inner line right underneath. You just pull your eyelid down a little bit. It's like the water line. I'm just gonna add a little bit of color there so it darkens it. It makes the eyes look a little bit smaller. So if you have very, very small eyes, this is not a move you're gonna wanna do. But my mom has larger eyes and it's nice to just give a little bit more darkness, close down the eye, a little bit more sexy. And it's just a very easy maneuver to do, or really an application technique that's gonna give you that a little bit more drama. Look in the camera. See, it looks so pretty. So let's do the lashes. All right, ladies, so my mom just put on the false lashes that were the Ardell's 172s. They were called Natural, and this is her first time putting them on, so I was very excited to show you. So that's a separate video, but how do you feel now with the lashes on, with the makeup?
Oh, I feel a lot better, a lot more confident than when we started with no makeup.
I know, it is really hard to come on camera and go in front of everybody on YouTube and being in your 70s and not wearing any makeup and looking, you know, especially being so fair, because then, like you said, it's like you have no color and then we bring you to life.
Right, it's like being washed out totally and coming back.
Yeah, so this is just a soft look, ladies. You can always add more makeup. My style is just very natural. I want you to be able to feel like there's not a lot of steps. There's 3 eyeshadow colors. This is not, I don't want to overload you, but hey, listen, if you like more makeup, you can absolutely add more makeup. I just know that on a daily basis, or even if you're going out, you like to have it not heavier. You like it lighter than heavier.
Yes, more natural.
Do you have any questions?
No, I just, the only thing I can add is I think just a little bit of practice, and it's pretty easy to put the lashes on, so I recommend everyone getting them.
I know,
and
everybody
trying.
loves lashes because it just pops your look.
Yeah.
So thank you again for coming back and doing this, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and we'll see you next time.